What's up, good people? This is Lakshvir Singh and welcome to another video of SkillBrew.ai. I'm host for the day, and in this particular video we will be exploring the IDE feature of SkillBrew.ai. So to give you a brief about what IDE is, it is an integrated development environment where a developer usually test code and build and practice coding over there. So this is a small brief about what IDE is, and let's get straight to the IDE feature by SkillBrew.ai. So here we are at SkillBrew.ai's website, and we'll click this start coding button and we'll be directed to the IDE platform of ours. Alright. So this is the IDE platform of SkillBrew.ai, and as you can see, there are a lot of buttons over here, but I'll explain each and every button. And starting with this thing, this is the file name. You can add multiple files over here, like the number is unlimited, literally unlimited. And as you can see, this is a very fresh file, and we haven't saved any name over here, so it is showing new file. Alright, we'll save this file later on when we'll enter some code over here, but for now let's keep it that way only. Okay, so this is the copy button. So let's do one thing. Let's write a code over here. Here's the code that we have written over here. So it's a simple multiplication code, and we'll run some test cases, but before doing that, let's explore all these 5 buttons. So this is the copy button. Whenever I click this button, I can copy the whole code and I can paste it somewhere else. And the another button there is the reset button. Let's say that I have written a lot of code. I was doing practice and I want to get the whole fresh file again. So what I'll do is I'll just click this reset button, and my whole file would be reset. See, so this was the functionality of these 2 buttons. Let's paste our code again over here, and now I can download this code. Alright, so I'm writing this code in Python language. So SkillBrew.ai supports around 6 languages: Java, Python, C++, JavaScript, C, and Go. If I'm downloading my code, it will be downloaded in the txt file. And the next button is maximizing the whole window. It's a very common and a simple button. So these 2 are some important and a bit complex buttons. So this is files. Alright, so I can see there are some previous files over here that I've saved before. Whenever I save any file, it will be shown over here. I can also filter them out if I'm writing the code in Python language or maybe C++. So as you can see, if I have selected C++, there is no code, no other previous files. Why? Because I haven't made any files in C++. But if you search for Python, I have made 2 files, one which is of my name and the other one is on the name of multiplication, right? So these 2 files were written in Python language, so I can filter out on the basis of the language that I've written the code. Alright, so I can also write the title of the file like Lakshvir. This is, I haven't even written my full name, but I can see this file popping up, right? Okay, so let's move to the other button, which is history. So as the name suggests, history, you can see all your previous files over here. Okay, now let's explore some buttons and in the lower left section. So this is the theme of the IDE. There are multiple themes you can choose, like I'll choose this Dracula one. Alright, so as you can see, this is the theme that I wanted, and these are the options for the languages that I want to write the code in, and this is the test case. So I can click over here and compile and run this code, and after that I can save the code from here. Alright, so let's do one thing. Let's make some test cases and test the functionality of this platform. Alright, so let's make so we have a code for multiplication. Let's make 3 test cases. 2 would be correct and 1 would be false. Okay, so let's add 3 test cases. So we have 3 test cases. So in the first test case, let's make 5 into 5 and expected output should be 25, right? Okay, so in the next test case, let's write 2 into 8 and the expected output is 16, right? And in the last test case, let's add a wrong output, expected output, and let's see how it works. So I'll add let's say 5 into 6 and my expected output should be 45. Alright, so these are the test cases that we have just made, and let's compile them and run them and let's see what happens. Alright, so as you can see in the result section, you can see there are 2 test cases out of 3 which are correct, but 1 test case which is false. So let's see each test cases one by one. So this was our correct test case. So 5 into 5 is 25 and expected was also 25. In this second test case, it was 2 multiplied by 8, which is 16, and our expected one was also 16. But in the last one, we wanted 5 is multiplied by 6. I want 45, but the actual output is 30. Alright. So as you can see, this platform is very easy to access, and you can also sign in over here as a guest. Let's sign out. Let's log out my profile from here, and but before this, let's save our file, and I want to save this file by the name of test cases. Alright. So my file is saved, and if you want to see where my file is, just click here and you can see that this is test case. This here, and here is my file. So let's move where we can sign up as a guest and explore this IDE feature again. Alright, so I'll click on my profile and log out my profile again, and as you can see, I'll just click on the login and sign in as a guest, right? So I'll sign in as a guest, and my name would be like K-I-A-K-O, Kiko. So this is my sign up, this is my guest ID name. So we are successfully logged in this, and let's start with the coding part. Okay, so let's use the same code over here too, and we'll make this something else. Okay, so I have written this code, and I'll save this file as Kiko@1. Alright, so my file is saved, and to notice one thing, that whenever I'll hard refresh this tab, this profile would be gone, and also the work that I've saved till now is also gone. To solve this, you have to create your own profile with your own email, so that your work is saved, and you can also revisit your work. So this was all about IDE feature of SkillBrew.ai. and we will be exploring more about code collaboration in our upcoming video. So stay tuned.